And
Oh, what's up, everybody? It's me again, and it's time to lead in, bitch. My bad. My little intro just had me a little.
They're
I was
not
thinking.
shimmy. Okay, cool.
I thought
Okay.
I was thinking my titties. That wasn't
Oh, okay,
titties.
bro. I don't have much.
Oh, Lord, you trying to say I ain't got no titties?
Well, we probably wear the same cup size, so it's not.
That is offensive. I am offended.
Body shame. Body shame.
What's up, going on, everybody? We're here to talk about Ladies Who List Atlanta. Now, I know we is a little late, child, but we had some things to do. We're gonna try to do this a lot sooner. The new episodes they do air on Fridays, but nonetheless, we're gonna talk about episode 2, which aired last week. If you're watching this, you must have watched it because you wouldn't be here if you didn't. But this week we have Jasmine here today. Asia cannot be here. Jasmine, how you doing today?
I'm fine. Black. It's
good to have you.
I know. I miss you guys.
It's been what since November?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Whenever Potomac ended, right?
Yes, Potomac. Yeah.
Well, Jasmine's always present. She's always in the chat, and she's always in the group chat. You know, causing mess. You know, what I'm saying, triggering people. Nigga, Barbara said, yes, Jasmine. Jasmine is daughter. Hey, Barbara. I'm glad you and Jasmine made up because you had came for that one time.
I mean, I just was clear. I just didn't know because I thought I know me and Barbara always cool. We always cool.
Who is Baby Trisha? Baby Trisha, to answer you, no, they are not. I see what you mean. You're answering the question that of the video, because the video is titled "Are Cristyl and Robin Really Friends?" So, nonetheless, we're gonna talk about it. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that thumbs up to like this video, whether you're watching live or watching the replay. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel if not already, so you can get notifications on what we do, and let us know in the comments how you feel about this video, whether you like it or you don't. I don't care. Bad feedback is good feedback to me. Okay,
all praise is good.
Give it all to me. Give it all to me.
All to me.
Right. So, let's talk about episode 2. We're gonna kind of go around, just kind of straight to it. But Jasmine, you weren't here last week, so me and Asia did episode 1, and I just want to hear. I will say after watching episode 2, my whole mind has just changed. I will say from episode 1, I was like, okay, like this is how I feel. But now after watching episode 2, that last scene, that happened at the very end was like draining. So when you watch episode 1, before even watch episode 2, what did you think? Because I want to hear your thoughts.
At first I was just really trying. It's so many people. I was just trying to keep up, really. But I was just hoping it didn't give me that consistent dynamic of like, oh, we got the villain, and who has had who this, and you got the friend, and then you got the group, and I was just wanting it to break down a little bit more. So I'm glad it did it in episode 2.
Okay, I would agree. I don't know if you had watched me and Asia last week at all when we talked about it, but we were on the same page. Honestly, from the first episode, we just felt like, okay, it's gonna be Robin against these girls. Robin is this. Robin is this. And I kind of saw a couple of posts, dialogue. I saw Chad and Sammy from Deline talking about it on their pages, and they were like, so more so pro Robin. And I was like, why? Well, child, when I watch episode 2, I got an understanding as to why. Right. So we left off on episode 1 where Cristyl and Robin had their issue. They met up at the end and talked, and basically they went back and forth because Robin felt like Cristyl was throwing basically how she is back in her face.
Right.
She felt like she wasn't being a friend.
Right.
And so, they kind of slightly got to a better point. It didn't, because Robin tried to storm off. Cristyl kind of like followed her. They still talk. Nonetheless, we get to this episode, and we were teased last week that they were going to have this meetup. I thought the meetup was going to be later, but I realized it is a new show, so they got to get down to it. In this episode, a couple things happened. We see more of Kira. Kira is like the younger one that I guess is not taken too seriously in the real estate world. She does have a showing with B. Simone. B. Simone is a social media influencer, if you follow her. That house, that condo,
that apartment. Yeah,
I don't, love Atlanta. Used to live in Atlanta, but I'm confused on why she even showed her that, because it was nothing that B. Simone really wanted other than a view.
of you, right?
You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
the closet was small. I mean, in general. I mean, I have like
The closet was small as hell.
and the bathroom. Now the bathroom might be big to me, but I mean, if she got the money, she willing to pay $1 million and whatnot. Then
But I don't think she was. I feel like they just found something. Oh, girl, come, film this and come look at this. I mean, I feel like somebody lived there. They probably in the closet.
Everything was furnished. Yeah, I mean, I understand setting up a house for showings and stuff, but I mean, it did to me. It just wasn't it from the jump. She probably should have known that wasn't a good fit to me.
Right.
But yeah, hearing that now, I would definitely agree with the whole like, well, let me just I got a show, let me show you, let me promote you and stuff like that, which is fine. Right. But honestly, if I was showing something, I would wanted to show something that she would have agreed to on the spot or try,
like to, or something. I'm not sure. If you're into real estate and you watch right now, give us your opinion, your thoughts in the comments about how you felt about the showing. Because I just felt like, I mean, it's what I like about real estate shows, some of them, is that usually it seems like the effort of they're really trying to sell the property.
Right.
I didn't feel like she was really trying to sell the property. I felt like she was just doing something for TV. She had B. Simone, who is well known, you know what I'm saying, social media wise. So I feel like it was more of a mockery of real estate. And it kind of showed me, okay, she has the luxury real estate name under her, by her name. But it's just like, girl, you really are new to this. She said she used to work at mattress firm.
I was saying like something, and honestly, isn't that the one that she took the bikini picture and everything?
Yeah, that's her. She's the young one. Yeah.
So it played into the narrative that they already put out.
Exactly.
It played right into it, because if she would have came with a good listing from the jump, they would have been like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. Okay, she hungry. She hungry. Yeah. She might be hungry, but that wasn't the best, first out the gate thing to show us that you kind of just threw somebody in a nice view house in Atlanta, top penthouse and all that. It wasn't the best. Now, I have my real estate license. It's inactive, but I do have it because I don't use it. But I wanted to utilize it.
That's all right. You got it.
I wanted to utilize it for real estate law and stuff like that, because I plan on going to law school and stuff. But so it does interest me on that note. So I did peep that, what you're saying.
Okay. Yeah, that was just my thoughts. I just felt like if I'm gonna come out the gate, with something like if I already got the eye of that I'm not the best at this, I'm gonna make sure I try to put my best foot forward, all my feet, whatever forward. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like she did that. She did get an award later on for, I don't remember what it was for, but she got an award, honey. And although she acted like she didn't know she was getting it, I'm sure she did.
Oh, the social media award.
Oh, you know what?
It was that. It was the social media. I'm like,
yeah. I agree, baby Trisha. This is kind of what we were saying. Like, it seemed like she didn't know what her client wanted.
Right.
She, it's just, I don't know.
Concrete.
I hate to be so critical of it because I'm not in real estate, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain things. When I'm watching a TV show, I feel like just like you want to earn your check. You know what I'm saying? She should have been trying to earn a check versus earn it's not like she was more focused on the TV moment.
It just seemed so outwardly not B. Simone that it just seemed, that's why it seemed fake. If she would have got something that B. Simone was kind of like, it's like, it's just the small thing that I really want that this doesn't have. If she kind of would have made it seem more so like this could have been the one, we probably wouldn't be so harsh on it, but it just seemed like she just threw her in there. Yeah,
that's true. Okay. So we'll come back to Kira and her social media award. It makes so much sense now. We kind of get to know Tiffany, who is the other closing attorney, and she just kind of basically is spending time with her family. Kira also, just to mention her home was burned down.
Yep.
They showed that, and they sound like they were saying they were gonna like save some of the house. I would have just broken all the way down. But then again, I don't know the process. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a house to look like Giselle's house. You know and keep on adding stuff to it. I'll just say it. So nonetheless, kudos to her on that. But I did feel her in that moment. And then she go to picking up this little picture. I'm like, girl, you put that picture down.
All the ashes. We motherfuckers.
Now, how the hell all the house burned down, but it's one photo sitting on the side of the dam of the threshold? Like, girl. But hey,
you know what? The insurance was like a certain amount has to be unsalvageable, and to be able to rebuild, knock down and rebuild. So if she can salvage it and it's on point, then I mean kudos to her. So, but that picture now
it was funny. I
just
was like,
I would have felt bad for you without the picture.
Right, we didn't need you to find that. Oh my God, there's one little moment left.
we could have been about the picture.
I agree. So yeah, we talk about Tiffany. Tiffany, like I said, spending time with her family. She showed her son how to drive. I'm like, girl, this is funny because how did you learn how to drive?
I just learned. My mama taught me, but I kind of just knew how to drive.
Did she take you to a parking lot? Did she take you like your neighborhood? Like, what did you?
I lived on a really long street,
okay.
And like it was it was one of those streets that was connected to something you could just keep going around and around. Yeah. So I kind of drove in on Brainerd Road in Chattanooga and kind of learned how to go around on my street and stuff. But my mama had 2 cars, so when she was gone, I was driving around when she wasn't there. So until that motherfucker broke down on me one day, and I had to push that motherfucker back into. I was scared. I was nervous, but yeah.
I learned in the Payless parking lot. And so it was interesting seeing her, like, she was mad. She was like, slow down, boy, like slow down. I'm like, ooh, yeah, I'm making that wreck. He was a young boy. He was a little demanding for a kid, but I mean, whatever. I don't know the parenting. She said she was having issues with like depression and stuff like that.
Exactly.
So that happens. But I want to go ahead and move to the big scene because we can talk about other stuff all day, but this is where it really happens. So we have this beat down, and also, baby Trisha, I see your comment about Selling Tampa. I remember I did watch Selling Tampa. I don't remember the scene specifically, but it maybe I don't know. They're not even the same producers, but you never know. They could be.
Never know.
You never know. So they have the meetup. And at the meetup, you know what I'm saying, all the girls are there that Robin wants there, and Robin kind of pitches her idea. And when she pitches the idea, it sounds like Tiana is like, okay, her and what's her name, Cristyl on the side, like, cheers. And you got social media girl, which is aka Kira. You got Bob, aka Kiana, and you got I think Tiffany was kind of like okay too. She was kind of. She was okay. It was just the 2 girls over here.
Yeah.
And so last week, I'm going to say this. I felt like, okay, I was like, you know what? I like Kiana. That's petty. She's going to go to this event or whatever. But the last thing we talked about last week was that I was really curious on what is it that Kiana wanted from Robin with that issue. You know what I'm saying? And I addressed it to Asia. I said, is it that she wanted it to be free? Is it that she wanted it to be, you know what I'm saying, cheaper or whatever it was? I even talked to my boyfriend about it. We talked about the situation. My honest opinion with the Robin and Kiana is, girl, y'all were friends like that. It sounds like you were, you know what I'm saying, friends with, I mean, you were friends with her, but it was via, wasn't she like dating somebody that Kiana's husband was friends with somebody?
Friends with, she said she used to date one of my husband's friends.
And so I get what Kiana wanted, but I can't support that because business is business. And although Robin may not need the money, you know what I'm saying? It just sounds like Kiana wanted it to be free.
Yeah.
And so coming into this whole situation, this episode, she did bring it up. And it sounds like she didn't really like the response from Robin. But it also sounded like it didn't matter what Robin would have said. It didn't really matter because she was so gung-ho on just being like, you know what? You wasn't there for me. And when I need you the most, blah, blah, blah. And so they go back and forth, and she feels like Robin is dismissing her or whatever. But what are your thoughts on this whole situation, like between Robin and?
I thought that I had the same question. Do you want it to be free, or like if you really had a problem with the price, then why not bring it up? If her husband said it was business.
Her husband, that's how her husband did say that. And when he said it, I was like, girl, you can't even let it go. I mean, I said he was right, but I mean, you got your own husband saying it. Yeah.
He said that it was business. So I feel like that conversation should have been in private because it was business. Now I do feel like she could have brought it up, but going deep diving, and that's the reason why I don't want to hear you out type of thing. She said she coming just to say no, but she came to address it. And
she did.
She came to address it, and that's just what it is. But I don't know how long ago that was, but it's been so much time before now when the cameras are rolling to really address this issue and be done with it, because it can't be free. Because like I said, you want her to hold all your stuff till you get to you and everybody else gets your completion on your firm and stuff. But that takes time. That takes putting my name on the line. 500 might have been too steep for her. A quick 13,000, she said. Right. But what price was okay, because free is just,
and that's what I was saying. That's why I waited for. I was like, let me just see what happens this week. I'm glad we got to it, and now seeing, I'm like, yeah, I can support that, because it's like, I mean, I get it. You wanted it to be a favor, and I get that, but you know what? Like, it's the difference between there are levels and tiers to friendship. You know what I'm saying? I have best friends that I would do anything for. I'm not gonna charge you. If you don't say I want to. Like, I do graphic design. I ain't gonna charge them, but it's some people that I would. You know what I'm saying? They obviously had a relationship, and clearly Kiana is poor case of judgment on what a friendship is, because just because, you know what I'm saying, you know, a home girl and stuff like that. And Robin clearly has said that, you know, she is not the best with females anyway. So I don't know. Last week I was like, okay, Kiana. This week I'm like, Robin. I mean, I'm like, Kiana, girl, I'm sorry. You and your Bob.
Gone down with Rashida. I mean, for real though, I think that, you know, it's just that thing of just wanting Robin to be the antagonist. You know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't have been free.
Yeah.
Kiana is mad really at this point for no reason. If you thought it should have been on GP, then you should have told her when she said it, damn, I thought it was gonna be on GP. Because I ain't said it.
That's you be like, well, damn, I thought I was gonna get a discount or something. Like Baby just said it was a year since the situation went down with Robin and Kiana in that scene. And it was, because I mean they filmed it I guess this year, then she's had the pandemic, so it ain't been that long ago. It was, you know what I'm saying? But she was holding on to that, and it's just interesting, especially, you know what I'm saying, I can see the frustration for Robin. It gets worse, you know what I'm saying, the fact that she does have this idea. And I know last week I was so like, oh, you know, she just wants to benefit the idea of Black women getting together. And maybe that could still also be true. But still, I mean, there is a part of her that clearly I see that really has it for this idea. And maybe she'll grow into being the person with women that she wants to be. But
I think she has a good spirit when it comes to that. Yeah. Well, you know, when she sold the house to I forgot who it was, but somebody that's a Fenty.
Oh, the guy. You talking about the one last week? The couple.
Yeah, the Fenty. Yeah, the couple.
Yeah.
And I just feel like she really genuinely likes that feeling of getting people started on the right foot, because she didn't have that luxury. You know what I'm saying? She had to work hard at the ages that she's getting people already started. So I do feel like she's genuine on that front, actually. Even if you want to benefit from it, that's human nature. People are going to want to benefit from stuff. People do stuff. People give to charity and they put it on their taxes. So you want some type of benefit from even the smallest.
Right.
So
that's true.
Yeah, I don't falter for that, but I do think it's a good amount of genuineness about it.
Okay. So while you're talking about that, as far as like, you know, didn't have any opportunities, you got Kira, who is clearly a younger real estate agent, and clearly a little insecure about it, because she also finds the time to address her issue that she mentioned in the earlier scene, that she was unfollowed, right, from Cristyl and Robin. So she brings it up, and she basically says that she was unfollowed. Robin says that the algorithm
algorithms are disgusting.
She said the algorithm, you know, it just kind of unfollows people. You know, I didn't click that button. That's what she said. And I'm like, now, girl,
just say did it. I can't stand. Oh goodness, just say did.
And so with that, she, you know, at this point, clearly, if you know social media, that's a lie, and clearly Kira thought it was a lie. Exactly. And so they go into this whole, she's kind of talking, and she goes to this whole age thing about how, you know what I'm saying, she's young and doing good and stuff like that. And this is when you started to insecurities. Right. Clearly, they're coming out. And she throws a jab at Robin by saying that, you know, well, I forgot exactly what she said, but she jabs at her age. And Robin comes back.
How long did it take you to do that though? How long have you been doing it though? Like she kept asking about.
Yeah, she jabs at her age, and they kind of get into it. She tells her that she was shit on her, and just basically like this is what she does. You know, I was shit on you. Dude. If this ain't the most childish, it was very like off-putting to me. I'm like, ew.
Yeah.
Like I just like
not
you're
ew,
supposed to be grown. I would never want you selling my house, selling me a house. But what are your thoughts on this situation?
She turned. I mean, what is that? What Danny says? She clicked down for me. A lot. I know she got the social media awards and whatnot, but at the end of the day, Robbie could have told the truth about it. But like she said, who cares? Like we're all grown, y'all. I mean, we're granted she's the youngest, but at the same time, we're all grown. We're all doing this. I'm trying to come to you to make a bag. Like at this point, who cares? Like just address it and move on. Now, Cristyl, I don't know why she had so much heat for Robin and didn't say nothing to Cristyl though. Like
that was another discussion. Yeah, but keep going. Go ahead.
I mean, I didn't get it, and it just seems
was weird. It felt like Cristyl was, this is why I started looking at Cristyl like, you know what, maybe you kind of messy because. For one, like, ain't nowhere in the hell I'm gonna have, somebody. She came to you last week, proposing the idea. So I feel like she could have did a better job, one, of trying to get the ideal out. Yeah. I know it was personal drama between these two and Robin, but she could have been like, hey, you know what? Like, we're here for this. Like, she ain't trying to do that. She was kicking on the side. Yeah. She was doing a lot. In a moment where everybody, two people were kind of like coming at Robin, she should have kind of evened the odds out and made sure that she wasn't a target like that. Right. And so Cristyl is like trash.
I didn't like her at the first episode, actually. I didn't like the way that Robin responded to her, but I definitely understood what she was seeing in Cristyl in the moment. I don't like it. It seems like she is she's like that mean, she's like, gosh, I can't even put my finger on it right now, but she's like that mean girl that she's like connected to everybody likes, or everybody's cool with. People try to, maybe impress her sometimes. So she likes to sit there and have this crazy friend that she has to rein in all the time and has to.
Sounds like Cynthia.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds like Cynthia the King.
I'm saying the friend that has the strong-willed other friend. So it's just. But at least Cynthia, I feel like Cynthia was more genuine with Nene than I do with Cristyl.
Oh, of course.
Robin. I think that Cristyl likes to see Robin being this
triggered
stuff and all this trigger words and stuff doing that. I can't stand when a friend of mine does something I had this happen to me like literally recently, like a friend of mine knows something, they try to put it out in front of everybody and you know what I'm saying, like trying to be funny about it. Like that's like the worst to me, because just like I just hate it. So
I agree. I didn't like you said, I didn't like Robin's response. I didn't like her getting over. I mean, she was upset at this point. She had something with Kiana. Right. She had something with Kira, and then you got your friend over here. You know what I'm saying? That trigger thing is no different than somebody saying, "Oh, you mad? Oh, you mad?" You know what I'm saying? It's not. You're not provoking, and you're provoking in a way. You know what I'm saying? You are. Because if you know your friend, you know their triggers, and like somebody told you to stop saying it, you know what I'm saying? Like stop doing that, And I get it in a moment, but it's just like you've already done this earlier. You know what I'm saying? Robin, I feel like she definitely has some work to do. She ain't innocent, but in this moment, I feel like she was fired from many directions, from different people. And then to have your friend kind of get involved and not even, especially after a person tells you they will shit on you. Like, for one, what's her name? Kira should have got read all the way to the ground. Because she is clearly, I mean, Robin is a broker. Let's start there. Okay? Right. So, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot more work that you have to do. That's a lot more responsibility that you have to do as well. And so for some, that's like somebody, for example, it's like us being an AK side, and then our damn little neos or whatever come to us telling us, talking trash to us, and we like, we pay the way for you.
Right, please.
And real estate world, I don't know if it works that way, but common sense is this lady's much older. She obviously, she's a broker. She's been where you are. You can have a little bit more respect, or at least use your words differently. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you can like demean her at all because she's been there. They're like,
Well, I
what are you
mean, it
doing?
was immature. I should have
Yeah.
you, and then the turn with so much sass. It was immature. So, you're, like I said, she's doing nothing but playing into the narrative that they already set up for
Yeah.
her. And the fact, honestly, I'm glad that Robin didn't respond to it as how she should have, because it just made her pissed off more. Because you want a reaction from the girl, you want her to be like, "I'm sorry," it want her to explain shit to you. She don't have to explain it, and she's not. She's
Yeah.
coming to you with the bag idea. You can either take it or leave it, and that's how I feel about everybody. Take it or leave it. She trying to tell you, take it or leave it.
No, I agree. And that would have been a moment for Robin. If I was Robin, where I would have said, you know what? You know what? Never mind.
Never mind.
Never
Never
mind.
mind.
Because it's like, you're not going to sit here and insult me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't need me, but you know what? I'm not going to sit here and try to advocate for having you to work with me on something that I want to work on. If you're going to sit here and come at me, you know what I'm saying, professionally, when let's just be honest, I'm better than you.
Better. Accomplished.
Like,
I mean, yeah,
way
she's
more
older.
accomplished than you. Like,
She's
that's just,
okay.
it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, one can say that, you know, people, like, I was talking to my boyfriend about it, and he was saying, you know, he didn't really like the way that Robin kind of like insulted her intelligence by lying and saying, "Oh, the algorithm." But I mean, that's not a reason to get to the point to where I'm gonna shit on you. And whether she was offended or not, she got really like defensive, and she just kind of started attacking.
Yeah.
I mean, all she needs to do at the point was call her a bitch.
I mean, really, all she would do is say algorithm. Really? Right?
Yeah, that's how
that would have been it. Like,
but everybody handles things differently. I'm not here to control anybody's response. But it wasn't right. Just like Robin's response when she got in Crystyl's face and slapped her hand down. And I'm looking at Cristyl like, first of all, girl, I know you ain't about to lie. You need to be quiet, because I ain't know why I let somebody slap my damn hand down in the middle of a restaurant.
I don't care if I was wrong or not. It's just a face thing. Don't touch me. And that's
don't touch me. But it was a lot. But you have Tiffany stood in. I mean, she stepped in and was just like, you know, even the confessional, she was just basically doing what Cristyl should have done. Even if she was just basically like, you know, like, we're here for this. And I was like, cool. So it seems like, you know, they get cooler later. And maybe that's what Robin needs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Robin and Crystyl's relationship. I know they're not friends on social media. I follow them, and I saw that Cristyl made a shirt that says something, "Are you triggered?" or something like that. And Robin felt like it was making a mockery of her and her mental illness and stuff like that. So she posted it. She was like, disgusting. Robin actually posted a lot of her DMs. I guess a lot of her fans and people that support her were basically commenting and saying, like, you know, blah, blah. But her and Cristyl are not friends. Like Baby Trisha said, they're not friends at this moment. And what was I going to say? Also, she did speak to the Kiana thing and basically said that Kiana is lying.
Oh.
That's what she said. I mean, that's just, if they get a reunion, if they get one.
I think maybe. I mean, honestly, if she was or wasn't, it don't even matter, because Kiana's wrong. Like, it is what it is. To me, she's wrong.
That's what it said. Thank you, Baby Trisha. It's not easily triggered.
Same thing, child. You know, it's a play on it, just like drag queens.
Yeah. Well, and then Cristyl responded, because I guess she got some heat, and she was just saying, like, this is not towards her. I'm like, girl,
now that's the intelligence mama right there.
we got a Baby Monique around here, child, making a whole song about dragging somebody. But it ain't about her, though.
Right. I'll drag you, but I'm not talking about you.
I'm not talking about it in a song called Drag Queen. Please. But yes, that's what it was called. So I don't know. You know, she can spin how she want to spin it, child. I mean, it's some basic ass t-shirt.
She thought it was going to be a hit, you know, like
nobody. I mean, this show is cool, but people are not watching this show like that. Yeah. We're watching it, and you know, maybe our community, because we hear about it on. But at the same time, girl, them shirts, you need to get on you need to do something. It's only been 2 episodes, honey, and you ain't impressing us like that. To buy your shirt.
To buy your shirt. And you got a dog walking business and stuff. Girl, please. I know you like to do stuff. Now, calm down. So
right. So yeah. Nonetheless, whatever. But that's pretty much all that happened at the table. I don't think if I missed anything, let me know. Baby Trisha, you seem very informed. If I missed anything, let me know. But I think we talked about everything at the table. The other girl was pretty quiet. Tiana was pretty quiet.
I like her though. I did want to throw that out there. I do like her. She seems like such a free, fresh spirit, and I just really like her because like she was the one that was thinking glasses with Cristyl, right?
Yeah, she was on the side. She was like, "Yes, black,
okay,
black
women. Right."
She was for. She wasn't really a part of that.
I get that vibe from her. So I like her, and I like what's her name, Tiffany or whatever. I like her too. I like the fact that she's like trying to relate to Robin with the anxiety and depression stuff like that. Yeah, I like her. But that scene that I think they said coming up when she was like, yeah, because she got mental illness when she was talking to Robin. It just reminded me of when Portia was talking to Kim, and she was like, "Your whole daughter." Like it just kind of it just reminded me of that so much because it was just like she didn't mean it in that way, but Robin was like, okay, bitch, like. But I like her. I like her a lot.
Yeah, I'm curious. The new episode comes out tomorrow. We're gonna talk about it next week too. I'm just trying to figure. I'm curious to see where's it gonna go. We got this scene already. Seems like Robin and Cristyl not gonna be friends. Seems like Cristyl goes to the European child because I'm not sure if the slap on her hand didn't hurt her. I don't know if it got to her mentally. But yes, I do like Tiana and Tiffany. They both do seem genuine. The rest of them are for the camera lens. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so with that being said, that's pretty much it. So if there's nothing else, we can go ahead and lean out. Good episode though. I did enjoy it. It did give me a headache. I made a post and I was like, how I feel about everybody at this moment. Robin is triggered. Cristyl is fake and very disloyal.
Yep.
Kiana is reaching and delusional. Kira is very immature, insecure, and
immature,
very all of that. And Tiffany and Tiana, they just seem like they seem to be genuine. I'm content with them. So we got episodes tomorrow. We'll talk about what.
We got more to see though, so this might change. We're gonna record this and then 7 more days.
Right, because the first episode, I just knew I was gonna be like, I can't stand Robin, but here I am now. I'm like, okay, well, she ain't that bad. I mean, she got some issues now, but she ain't that bad. Yeah. So we'll lean out. Don't forget to, if you're watching live or if you're watching the later or whatever, be sure to like the video.
I said not
watching the rewind, the relay, whatever you want to call it. Be sure to like this video on YouTube or on Facebook if you're watching as well, and give us your honest thoughts and comments in the comment section about this video if you like it. Y'all have a good rest of y'all lovely Thursday, and we'll be live for Real Housewives of Miami in about 8 minutes. So be ready for that one too. So y'all have the rest of y'all night. Good night.
Bye. Good night.